So a little backstory on me. I've always hated gambling. I've just always hated the idea of it. I've detested it ever since I was a kid. Like I just never got the appeal of, you just watch some slots spin on a screen or you watch a few cards come across the table knowing you're going to lose money, but you still play anyway. I don't know. The idea of just losing money just to play a game. I can just play a game for free. It never made sense to me. But I can definitely see that a lot of people seem to be having a problem with it because I keep seeing ads for it everywhere. Like if I watch a sport, I see nothing but sports books everywhere. If I go scroll Instagram or scroll TikTok or go on YouTube even, I just see nothing but ads for casinos. I do have a problem with all this gambling shit we got going on though. And it's getting to the point where, what is it? It's 48 to 50% of young men have an account with a sports book now, guys. That's insane. 1 in 2? You're telling me 1 out of every 2 people is an active user of FanDuel or DraftKings? What? You know what they do is they target young people. I think it's, looking at it now, betting activity among Gen Z, 34%, millennials, 42%. So it's really just mostly young people too, right? So they know what they're doing. They're targeting young people. They want you to get addicted to it young, so you build the brain patterns early. It's insidious, guys. They really just want to just hook you for life and just take your money. And it's crazy because apparently 90% of people believe they can make money. Yeah, 90%. You heard that right. 90% of people believe they're making money. But I think the actual number is like 99% of people lose money. Which, yeah, it's fucking gambling. I mean, most people lose money. That's kind of the idea. But that's interesting, though. 90% of people think they're actually making money. I don't know. They must not be tracking anything. If you were to just track every purchase you made and then keep a spreadsheet, I'm sure people would realize just how much they're actually losing. It's just ruining people's lives. Yeah, I know that it's ruining people's lives. Because bankruptcy in states with legalized online betting have risen by 25 to 30% over just the last 4 years. And that's not even since it started becoming legal. It became legal like 2018 after that Supreme Court decision or whatever. But we're just seeing more and more problems with it, guys. And young men in low-income areas that have gambling have seen an average of 4% decrease in their credit limits. And I think if they keep like an extra, I think I've seen it as like $1,000 on their credit card balance. Like, man, a credit card debt could get its own video. Like, that is just a $1.28 trillion bubble, or just a problem that just needs to go. Like, we just gotta. I don't know how we fix that though. That's beyond the scope of this video. But guys, we got to get these apps out of here. Get these apps off your phone. Get these apps off your computer. You can't be just gambling your money away, guys. I know it's just, just don't gamble, right? Don't drink alcohol. I know it's not that simple, but man, I'm sick of seeing these ads, bro. I'm sick of it. I know y'all got to be too. I'm sick. I hate thinking that somebody is just spending all day just blowing their money on steak or FanDuel or. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, is this where we're at now? Everything's just so blasé that we just have to blow all our money on stupid parlays, on just random sports games you otherwise wouldn't give a shit about. I can't imagine losing everything I own and not wanting to, just end it. Like, I can't imagine. Of course it would have one of the highest, end yourself rates. Of course it would. Yeah, gambling has one of the highest of all addictions. It has the highest rate of people ending their lives. Like, what are we actually doing about this problem? And they're mostly targeting young men because women don't go for stuff like this, guys. Let's be honest. It's mostly the guys. It'll always just be the guys. Like, people just think like every guy's like thinking they're smarter than the system. They can just make a bunch of money and just run out the back door with all of it, thinking they're the hot shit. They're the one who's solved the code. They're the one who's fixed everything. They're the ones calling all the shots. That's what men think. We're stupid. Us guys are dumb. We don't realize when we're losing money, and we just like to take risks. When we are risk takers, being risk takers is in every man's DNA. Every man's a risk taker at heart. You gotta take the calculated risk though. And this ain't it, Chief. This just ain't it. I've known people who have just bet their entire life savings away. And that's just on like time investing in the market. I've seen people lose everything on crypto. I've seen people lose everything on NFTs and stuff like that. At least there's a chance to maybe make money there. Not really, but a hell of a lot better than just gambling it away. At least you have something to at least cling on to if it doesn't work out. But when you gamble, you don't keep nothing. You don't own any shares of anything. You don't own any tokens. You don't own any real estate. It's just money you just pissed away just to chase a little dopamine hit. If you want dopamine hits, man, go to TikTok. It's just, I don't understand it. That sounds so boring to me too, by the way. I just don't see how it's addictive. I'm not knocking anybody who is addicted to it. It sounds like I am, but it just doesn't sound that exciting to me. So people would watch me play Black Ops 7 and saying, I don't know how this is exciting to you either. So, I didn't mention Kalshi or Polymarket. Yeah, I ain't mentioned either of them. Those are prediction markets. That could get its own video too, low key. Creating insider trading everywhere because people can just manipulate the market and make the little guy lose even more money. Like imagine not only having the house odds to play against, but you have to bet against literal inside traders who can get away with it and have no repercussions whatsoever. They make the market. They bet the market. They are the market. Can we just get back to a point where gambling isn't normal anymore? Like that's where we need to be. I miss those days. I really do. But feels like we'll never be back there. What should we do, guys? What should we do?